What can you do, old soul? You have the tools. You know what to do. One of the reasons is because you've been in the old energy. You know what works, what doesn't work. You also have seen what we've said over and over can change the planet. You have the power to send forward into this new energy. You have the power to send forward concepts that you already have as a human that are multidimensional and can be projected on that new train track. That's what you have. Now, the old souls who are listening to this right now, the light workers, can all do this. You wouldn't be tuned into this program otherwise. Honestly, you know how to do all these things. What are the few things you know that could change the world? If you could paint a broad picture of civilization, and you could place upon that broad picture concepts that you know how to do, what would they be? In an older energy, when somebody comes up to you and they don't like you or calls you a name, in an old energy, the instant is a reflex of defense. But the old soul, over many lifetimes, has learned something different. They don't respond with defense. They look at it, and they know something is wrong within the person who is telling them or calling them a name, that they're upset. And so rather than having a defense, there's immediate compassion. It's almost like, we're sorry you're having a bad day. Do you see how this is turned around? An old soul would do that? What is this? What do you call this? Tolerance, perhaps? Kindness, perhaps? Wisdom, perhaps? Take that one thing that you see there and say, I project this into the future because I can, because I'm an old soul here for that reason. I take and put this on that new train. Tolerance, wisdom. I project this kind of wise reaction like a master would have, would come with the new energy for 2023. Just a little more of it would help everyone. What are other concepts that you know would change the planet if more people had them? We have given you them over and over. A higher consciousness, well, that's just a little obtuse. It's a higher thing to say. So let's give attributes. Number one, compassion. A more compassionate civilization where they look at one another and they emote. They're compassionate to one another and they have compassionate action toward each other because they love each other. So let's put compassion on that train. And you might say, as an old soul who has earned the right to do this, I put this compassion on this train and I send it forward for 2023. And you say, I can do that because this is my lineage. This is why I'm here. Let's pick up some more. As an old soul, I'm going to send more kindness. More kindness at the family level, all the way to government. More kindness is needed. And I push that into that train, and hoping that it will blossom and become coherent, and we'll see more and more of it. You see where we're going with this? You, old soul, listening to this, have the ability to do this. To push these things forward in a multidimensional way into 2023 so that your actions start making it a better year for others. Finally, the big one. You might say, Dear Spirit, I put love on that train. The kind of love that the Creator has for humanity. So people can stop and drop into their heart and calm themselves. and understand that there's more than they were ever told, even without having anybody telling them that. That people would realize from this love that there's a grander, greater truth, a bigger one, perhaps, that they were told. That they would go forward. At the moment somebody in the future is thinking about taking their life, that this would then occur to them. I push this to them at this moment, so they'll feel me loving them, and they will change their mind and say, I'm going to look around a little more. I'm going to make some decisions. Do you see what I'm saying? You can do this. You're putting these things on that 2023 train. And that's why we're here. Old soul, did you know that you had the authority and the talent, the ability to do all that? Well, now you do. You might sit for a while and think about that. I'm crying in love with humanity. And so it is.